it and the public or the service provider networks. So if you look at, for example, in the energy sector, pretty much every utility has already built their own fiber to their own facilities all over the place. And in the process of doing that, they build a very secure, in essence, again, a zero trust architecture internally to manage their energy systems, because energy systems for utilities are considered to be high value targets for the bad folks out there. So they've built these networks, which are used pretty extensively for transmission systems and switching systems and even power generation systems. But as we go deeper into smart grid, the reality is now we're taking now we're also going to need the same types of capabilities for the distribution system, which includes the poles, the transformers, and even getting down into the consumer part of the network. How do you manage, or how do you monitor and again manage the consumer side of it, the businesses, the homes, and stuff like that. The utilities aren't going to build their own network to cover everything. So how do we go ahead and interface the, take, for example, something like zero trust network, zero trust architecture, such as the one basically that's provided by Verizon, and how do we interconnect it with a zero trust network that's supporting the utilities, so that in essence now, and as I think Dave Simpson brought it up a little bit earlier, now I'm connecting zero trust network to zero trust network, which again gives you opportunities and gives you challenges. The gateways connecting them all of a sudden are areas that are potential areas of attack, potential areas of threat. But realistically, it's going to take those types of interconnections and those types of systems to do this going forward. In the public safety sector, you're going to really basically see the same thing there. It's going to require a lot of significant, probably public build out of local networks, such as in the CBRS bands and the other bands that the DoD is looking at opening up, to go ahead and support a lot of the IoT requirements that are out there. A big part of it is going to be the service provider networks. In fact, that's going to be the preponderance of the network. But there's always going to be areas inside buildings and in special applications that we can't support with the service provider networks. When that happens, now with the new capabilities, you can build out either through 4G or through 5G. You can build out your own infrastructure, but then again, how do I secure it? How do I make it seamless between the two networks? How do I do prioritization across the networks? How do I do authentication across the two networks? It lends itself to a significant number of areas of inquiry, and those are the types of things that the labs need to be helping to support.